Hello, good afternoon. This is your News 4 Now update. I'm Kay Ingram, and we start with breaking news in Newark. Chopper 4 is over the scene where a driver hit two women, then crashed into a high school. It happened this morning on Martin Luther King Boulevard near Arts High School. Now, police say two cars crashed, and one of those cars hit the two women, then a wall of the school. Those women were taken to the hospital, and they're in critical condition. The drivers were also taken to the hospital, but should be okay. It's not clear what caused that crash. Meanwhile, in Queens, police say a driver hit and killed a bicyclist, then took off overnight in Astoria. And police say that the driver and two others were involved in another crime just before that. News 4's Tracy Strahan explains what happened.
Over the phone, NYPD detectives tell me that cyclist in her 30s was struck and killed at this intersection behind me here in Astoria, Queens. And they tried to stop that vehicle initially because it was wanted in connection with another crime. Officers from the 114th precinct are now combing over that black Dodge pickup truck. It was just after 11 o'clock that authorities say they spotted that vehicle. It was wanted in connection to a burglary that had just happened on Crescent Street. And when officers tried to pull the car over, the driver fled instead. In the chaos, the vehicle struck that cyclist on 37th Street and 34th Avenue and kept on going. And that victim was rushed to a local hospital where she died from her injuries.
I think it's definitely concerning, and I hope the police catch this dude or a woman, whoever it was, because, I mean, that's definitely not okay to do. I hope that whoever did that, whoever hit someone, they see justice.
That pickup truck was discovered a short time later with no one inside on Newtown Road. That's less than a mile away from here. The NYPD's highway unit is now investigating that vehicle. Now authorities say they're on the hunt for three men who were inside of that black Dodge pickup truck. And at last check, they were all wearing masks. In Astoria, Queens, Tracy Strahan, News 4 New York.
Just awful. Tracy, thank you. Well, we want you to take a look at these sidewalk fires in Brooklyn overnight. Citizen app video shows fires on the street in Sunset Park. Now, all of this happened on 5th Avenue at 47th Street a little after 1 this morning. Witnesses say there were mopeds in the area. It's not clear if this was a lithium-ion battery fire. We're also working to figure out if anyone was hurt. And we're getting a look at the man wanted and accused of vandalizing a religious statue at a church in Brooklyn. Police say he broke the statue around 4:30 a.m. yesterday morning at St. Teresa of Lisieux Church on Avenue D in East Flatbush. Now, the NYPD's Hate Crime Task Force is now investigating. And now to Storm Team 4, another day that feels like summer out there, but enjoy it while it lasts. It's about to cool down. Maria LaRosa is here with your first forecast.
Hey, yeah, it has been incredibly warm. We set and tied a few records yesterday. A few spots will get close again, so the warm trend continues. There is a bit of a reality check, and we're calling it seasonable, but still technically close to or above average still tomorrow and into the early weekend. And unfortunately, we just can't get the rain in here, and so it remains pretty dry. And our one day over the next few, we've got at least a chance of a few sprinkles. Of course, not today. It's all about the warmth and the sunshine. 77 are high. It will be breezy, but it's a southerly breeze, so a warm wind, and a few clouds overnight. Otherwise, another quiet one, and then we'll start to feel that change up heading into tomorrow with that front approaching and coming on through. Temperatures drop. It's a cool breeze for Thursday and into Friday. There's our front by Saturday. This is our only chance to pick up for some sprinkles, although those dry conditions, once that moves on by, take hold again. It does cool down even more on Sunday with highs in the 50s, but if you could believe it, we're going to turn those temperatures around again and end up in the 70s next week. Back to you.
Got it. Thank you, Maria. Now let's head to Long Island. That's where Governor Kathy Hochul is celebrating the grand opening of Station Yards. This is in Suffolk County, across from the Ronkonkoma Long Island Railroad Station. The $1.2 billion project includes housing and office and retail space. The project is expected to generate 2,500 permanent jobs and provide a boost to local employers. All right, in New Jersey, Taylor Swift fans can take the long way home to this new Airbnb at the shore. It's called the Swift Suite at Evermore Estate in the city of Absecon. Now, that's less than 15 minutes from Atlantic City. The 4 rooms are styled after a different album, and there's even a selfie station for you. Fans can also enjoy karaoke, custom art, and concierge services. Wow, sign me up. Well, that's it for right now. I'm Kay Ingram. We'll be back with another update for you in just 30 minutes. I'll see you right back here then. Hello, good afternoon. I'm Kay Ingram, and this is your News 4 Now update. Harvey Weinstein has now left the Lower Manhattan courtroom. He was in court today as a judge agreed to allow prosecutors to combine 2 sexual crime cases into a single trial. Weinstein's lawyers were against that decision, saying prosecutors are trying to expand the scope of the case. Now, the Manhattan DA argued that holding separate trials would waste judicial resources. Both sides will now head back to court January 29th, where a trial date could be set. Weinstein has pleaded not guilty to the new sex assault charge that stems from a 2006 incident at a Manhattan hotel. Now, just 2 days ago, NBC News reported that Weinstein is now battling leukemia and that he is undergoing treatment for bone marrow cancer behind bars at Rikers Island. A Connecticut firefighter has died battling a brush fire in the state. Investigators say that the 66-year-old Wethersfield firefighter was killed yesterday after a utility vehicle rolled over in the fight to put out this fire. 3 other firefighters were hurt in the crash. The governor has ordered flags in the state to fly at half-staff. That fire has burned more than 100 acres on Lamentation Mountain. No word just yet on a cause. All right, New Jersey Transit is honoring a train operator killed in a freak accident last Monday. The River Line is suspended now until 2:44 for employees to attend the funeral for Jessica Haley. She was killed after the train she was operating on the line was hit by a tree in Mansfield. 23 others were also hurt. Haley's family is planning to sue NJ Transit for her death. New Jersey Transit in a statement says it does not comment on pending litigation. Well, we are just 1 day away from the Parade of Champions for the New York Liberty, and right now, crews are filling bags with tons of confetti that will be released during the celebration. There it is. All this confetti will be handed out to 20 buildings along the parade route. Organizers say they've been working for days, gathering it all up and filling hundreds of bags. A reminder for you that you can watch all that confetti being thrown as a WNBA champ stroll through the Canyon of Heroes tomorrow. Live coverage begins at 10 a.m. right here on NBC. You can also watch it on NBCNewYork.com and anywhere you stream. All right, next, you are going to want to enjoy your high temperatures today. A cool down is coming. Storm Team 4 has your forecast in 60 seconds.
Hey, yes, it's another warm afternoon and really the last of at least the next few days where we can call it that summery feel. I do actually have more into next week, but colder and drier into tomorrow, although our rain chances remain extremely slim here. Our one chance is this weekend, and it's a very low chance. So in the short term, it's still all about the warmth, and in some cases pretty close to records. 77 for today's high in Central Park. I do think that record stands. It's 85 for the day, but a couple other spots from LaGuardia, or I should say JFK, into Newark, that should stay, but Bridgeport and Poughkeepsie all within a few degrees of setting those records. And then those bigger changes tomorrow. So we keep the sunshine, we keep the breeze, but this time it's out of the northwest tomorrow. So for the victory parade, you're going to notice it. You're going to dust off those coats again. Temperatures holding into the 60s, and that remains the case as we get into Friday and Saturday. That next front that gives us just a slight chance of showers on Saturday. It knocks us into the 50s, but that doesn't last long. We're right back into the 70s next week, and we're also keeping all the dry conditions. Back to you.
All right, I love that confetti there. Thank you, Maria. So today at 4, a look at a bill being presented to the New York City Council that would allow workers use their paid sick leave to take care of their pets. That's it for right now. I'm Kay Ingram. We'll see you back here for News 4 New York at 4 p.m. Have a great afternoon. Dateline is next.